Yo, hey guys, what's going on? Jimmy is Promo here, and today we're just going to be doing a test to live stream on YouTube with the brand new Google Pixel 4 XL. So I'm just going to open this up here. Let's see. So now I got my tablet in front of me. So this way, if you guys are asking questions, I'd be able to either live chat back with you guys or answer it right here. So let me know if you guys have any questions about the device. I know later on this week, I'm going to try to have a live stream with Tech with Brett and I, kind of talking about our use with the Google 4 Pixel XL, just to kind of see. Let's see here. Just reading a few comments here. Hello, hey, good, it's live. And if you guys saw a beginning, like live thing about to start, I didn't mean to do that, but here we are, we're live. So far, my thoughts on it really quick is that I do love this phone. I mean, would it get me out of, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus? Probably not. I'm so used to some of the functions of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I love some of the bloatware, but now when you get out of a Samsung, you do actually find yourself missing that. But would it get me out of the Galaxy S10 Plus? And I actually do say yes. So I love the camera on the Pixel. The battery life is pretty good. I mean, it's a super snappy device. There's a few things that I'm kind of missing. I miss the edge screen panels with all the tools. I miss several different ways of taking a screenshot. I miss doing the screen recording on the device. So sometimes if my mom asks me questions like, hey, where is this? How can I do this? I just do a screen record and then I just send it off the video to her. So looks like, let's see, Note 10 Plus fan here. I'm with you. I also see Face ID sucks. Honestly, for me, using the facial recognition on this, it is super fast. I was actually about to film right now the comparison of the Samsung, Face Unlock versus the Google Pixel 4 Unlock. And so maybe I'll do that either later today, upload it tomorrow, or I'll shoot it tomorrow morning and then have it uploaded tomorrow. But I'm going to show that they're both extremely fast and they both kind of work in different ways. There is also a few things that I also turned off on the Google Pixel 4 XL, which is I turned off the always on display. I found that I just don't really need it. It's the same thing with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I actually have that off. All I would have to do is the lift to wake, which you saw, or the tap to wake up. So that's the other way that I kind of look at the time and everything else. Let's see. So Tech with Brett is here. What's up, buddy? We're actually trying to plan to do a live stream on Friday around noon. So if you guys are curious on just our normal, genuine speaking of what we think of this phone, something that's a little bit more in depth, a little bit more engaging than what I'm doing now, Brett and I are going to try to do that on Friday. Hey guys, what's going on? Let's see, Note 10 Plus fan here. Keeping the Note 9 for one more year. Yeah, I mean, the Note 9 is a great device. You can see a lot of big differences versus the Galaxy Note 10. But I think next year is going to be a pretty big year for Samsung if they were to kind of combine, let's say, the Note and the Galaxy S, and they create this thing called the Galaxy One. You guys might see a big difference with that if that's something that they do. Let's see here. I use soft key edge, very, very frequent. Finger sensors rule. Yeah, now when it comes down to the fingerprint sensor, I gotta say, when I use my banking application, which is Bank of America, maybe a lot of people use that. I'm not able to get into my account with just the touch of a finger. So I actually have to now type in my security code every single time. So the password that I use, I got to type that out because Bank of America does not have facial unlock. Theirs is only strictly fingerprint unlock. So I got to get that piece of hair out of here. Let's see. So we see South Devon and Cornwall. Train Spotting HD. So you are a Galaxy S10 Plus fan. So yeah, I mean the S10, the Note 10, I mean they're fantastic. I love them. And I'm not going to go, I guess, too far in depth with this, just because we are going to do our live stream on Friday. But please let me know if you guys have any questions with the Pixel right now. Do you guys have any questions about your Samsung? Is there anything that you want answered? Pretty much any topics are kind of open right now. I just wanted to kind of say hi, test the quality, test the sound. So let me know what you guys think of the sound right now. Do I look good? Things like that. Not personally. Not personally do I look good. Does the video look good? Because I'm average. Okay. let's see here. When does the Galaxy S10 Plus get Android 1? So I'm guessing you're probably guessing Android 10. So I know that the beta is happening right now, and so that should be hopefully releasing soon. I get asked a lot of questions on why I'm not doing videos on the brand new update of the One UI, and that's because I don't have the required device. So it's supposed to be for the Galaxy S10 and the S10 Plus and the S10e, and you have to have either a T-Mobile, Sprint, or unlocked phone. So my Galaxy S10 Plus that I have right here, this one is a AT&T device, and so that one little update did not come to this, which is why I'm not shooting the videos for it. Let's see, hey Jimmy, great videos, by the way, still using my Galaxy S9 Plus. Will be hard to get me away from Samsung. I mean, it's true. When you get into a Samsung device, it is really hard to get away. I mean, you got the cameras, which are very comparable with almost any phone out there. So the Pixel and the Samsung phone can take, and the iPhone takes very similar photos. When you go into, like, let's say the One Plus, that's where you're going to notice your pixel or your video quality goes down. So I'm not a big fan of the One Plus camera. It's actually pretty childish when you actually use it. So yeah, there is a lot of things. Again, bloatware, little tools, little things that help you do your daily tasks on a Samsung phone or on a phone. It is going to be one of those things that is hard to get away from. Let's see here. So, yep, you're in the UK. So you didn't stay, just roll up. Update. I got a question. Can Android be in the group chat with IP? Well, I got a question. Can an Android be in a group chat with iPhone? So in terms of what chat, I mean, you can use Hangouts, you can use Duo. There's so many different chat services out there you can use that works across every single phone out there. So yeah, on an iPhone, you can easily, get those if you're talking about video chat. When it comes down to regular chat, it kind of depends, again, what you're using. If you're in a big group message, if it's text messages between an iPhone and an Android, it depends also on your carrier. So your carrier kind of bundles things up. It depends on how much it sets up regularly the text form, how many characters is able to be in a message. And because iPhone uses a chat service versus regular text messaging, that's where you're going to see the difference. So if everybody across the platforms of iPhone and Android was to use a chat service, it's the exact same thing on both ends. But if it's an iMessage, there's more characters being sent, and so it's going to look a little different on a group chat on an Android, again, depending on your carrier too. Let's see here. Quality looks good. Thank you. Let's see, I'm on Vodafone. Note for calendar, right, if they did, thanks for the heads up. So Peter, it says note for calendar, right, if they did, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, so on the Galaxy Note series, you are able to do, write on the calendar, which is pretty sick. So if you have the S Pen, just write on October 31st, and you just write whatever you need to write. It is one of those things that's awesome. Dex is classed as a second thought, does not get enough credit. Correct. I mean, there's so many things you can do on Dex, and there's like games you can play that you can put onto a computer. So one of the things I did kind of with my Dex was connecting it to a different monitor, and I used a keyboard and a mouse, and I was able to play Android games that way. So you can really get the upper hand on mobile games through Dex. It's pretty sick. Let's see, what time zone are you in? You said you're streaming at noon, but that definitely can be different for other people. Correct. So Central Standard Time. So I'm in the United States. I live in the Kansas area. Brett is over in Utah. So it's going to be in Central Standard Time, at least 1 p.m. Don't quote us yet. We're still planning that out. For his time zone, it's noon. So I'm going to say Central Standard Time, 1 o'clock. Let's see, if you leave Samsung, we riot. Yeah, Lonnie, I'm not gonna leave Samsung, bro. It's such a good phone when you get used to it. When you are, it's like you have a car that has the rear backup camera, has your seats that are done by a motor, has a sunroof. It has everything that you need, even though you don't use all of those every single day and every minute of the day. Like when I'm driving straight, I am not going to use my rear backup camera. When I am parked and I need it, it's safe. It's there. It's easy. I got the sunroof in the summer, spring, and fall, and it's not going to be there for the winter, obviously. So when you leave a Samsung, you're just going to a basic car with no no motor seat, no rear camera. I mean, yes, everything can function, everything is there. You can get through your day. You can go to your routes going from A to B, but there's just more you're able to do, and that's really why I'm not going to leave Samsung at all. Which camera is the best? So I would have to say when you go between, let's say, the Google Pixel 4 versus a Samsung phone, they are both so similar that you might not be able to tell a difference unless if someone told you. Also, you can barely see a difference when you put them side by side. So I'll make a video on this now, but since you guys are here hanging out with me on this live stream, that image that I posted on my community tab that says which one is the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, which one is the Google Pixel 4 XL, and it was just a shot of me, just a selfie. They were both done with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. It was a social experiment that I wanted Pixel or Picture A to be looking like a Samsung and Picture B to look like a Pixel. And all you do is when you take your picture, touch on the screen once, and you'll see your brightness line. Just bring it down by like a centimeter, and now you just created a little bit more shadow and a little bit more depth, darker hairs and things like that. So that was a social experiment there. So you can't even tell the difference. I made a Galaxy Note 10 Plus do the Google look in terms of photos, which I will show you exactly what I mean with an upcoming video. So I would have to say that you can make them look the same, but the Pixel's better. The Pixel has better detail. The color is amazing. There was only one time with a photo shootout that I did that the Pixel did not win. So you can make your Samsung phone look just like a Pixel in terms of color and contrast and shadows, but there's a little bit more detail on a Pixel device, but that's what they're known for. So hats off to the Google camera. It's I just talked to my assistant there on accident. So let's see here. Yeah, so I'm not going to leave Samsung though. Samsung just the ecosystem is fantastic. See, Project Sketch Official Duo is just video calling. I think it's not really messaging. Yeah, exactly. So Duo. So evidently somebody must have asked a question about Google Duo. So Google Duo is where you're able to do your video chats, and I love Google Duo. That's actually possibly what Brett and I are going to do on Friday, is using Google Duo. Let's see. So Tech with Brett says it can SMS, but is a pretty bad experience. Correct. In terms of answering the question before with Apple and Android. Tech with Brett is in the house. Dex is blurry on my computer. Is it like that for anyone else? So on mine, it actually looks pretty good. It probably depends on the monitor as well. It could be going through some of your settings that you can change some of the quality, because actually Dex got improved with its quality, and I forgot the exact resolution, but it's better than it was last year. So if you're talking about Dex on the Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, or Note 10, it should be much better than the years prior. So make sure you look at some of the settings there for your Dex. Can you check to see if the Note 10 that you have has the app called Lookout? Is an antivirus app made by Google. So mine does not have Lookout, and if it does, I actually uninstall it. You do not need any type of antiviruses or app closers or app killers or anything to deal with, making your battery better. Samsung has all of that built in. JK Rye, hello Jimmy, keep up with the good videos. Thank you. I'm gonna try. I was trying to shoot a video for today, but I figured I'd do a live stream instead. So Samsung should drop prices on the S10. So Samsung will drop the price when they feel that the technology is behind. So Samsung will always stand behind their product. There's no need to turn down the price of a phone that is spectacular, but they'll do that probably when the Galaxy S11 comes, because then there is something that is able to kind of do just a little bit better of the S10. But for the S10, you have 3 different prices, 3 different devices you can choose from. So that is where the price will be changing. Let's see here. I meant the Note 9 needs update for calendar, right? Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, so the Galaxy Note 9, yeah, so it has the update for memo colors, favorite pens, things like that. but I believe calendar, right? I don't know. That's probably something small that maybe Samsung didn't decide to switch over. Pixel 4 camera works to Note 9. So maybe a comparison of the Pixel 4 versus the Note 9. I also know that there is an app out there where you can pretty much bring the Google camera to your phone, but it's not really the exact same experience. Um, let's see here. Note 9 October update is smooth. Yes. Um, what else? So yeah, the UI or Android 10 update for Note 10 Plus. I don't know exactly. I need to probably look into that. So I need to check into more of what those are going to do. But I know that they're in beta, and they probably did another update inside of beta. So we're probably going to be easily a whole month away from anything coming to the rest of everybody else. So give it at least 2 or 3 months to go through beta process. Let's see here. Jimmy, it is not the antivirus. It isn't an app for blind. Wait, what? Oh, is that lockout or lookout? Can you check if the Note 10 that you have? So you have the app called Lookout. It's not the antivirus, isn't that? So, okay, so I'm a little confused with the whole Lookout thing. I guess I don't know exactly what that is. What else we got here? Pixel should have the same price as OnePlus. Uh, so Peter, I mean that's a good question. I mean, you would almost want it to also be lower. So I mean, the OnePlus 7 Pro, the OnePlus 7T, like they both have 90 hertz screens. They have the same screen size, things like that. The only downside though is that you're lacking the camera and you're lacking some of the assistant that's built in through Google. But I mean, the biggest thing is going to be camera. And that actually, I talked about that a little bit earlier today when I went over to a T-Mobile store just for fun, just to see what they had. And I was like, yeah, like these two phones are very similar. They're both pure, almost pure Google phones. But the camera on the One Plus is horrible. It's so bad. I mean, I even tried to take pictures of a pumpkin last night, and it just came through like crap. So, not a fan of the One Plus at all. Like it's in terms of camera. So the screen is nice, the battery is nice, the user experience is nice. All that stuff is amazing on it, but if you take any type of pictures, you will not be impressed or happy with the One Plus, which is why I don't use it on a daily basis. I always want to go back to this phone. I always want to use it because it's fast, but because I have the Pixel, it just completely fills this void. I was almost thinking of getting the OnePlus 7T or whatever, but because I have the Pixel 4 XL, there's no need to get the OnePlus, even though it's $200 cheaper. It just doesn't. There's no need for it after you have the Pixel. Let's see, the Note 9 has been left out, or at least a Note series has been left out compared to the something. Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the Note 9, it is a device from 2018, so it's not going to be really compared to many phones this year. Everybody's kind of comparing phones, yeah, of 2019. Let's see, quality is looking good, crisp. Thank you. Yeah, so it says Lookout. I'm really sorry, Hershid, but in terms of Lookout, the only thing that comes to my mind for Lookout is antivirus. So I'm not familiar. Let's see. I go to T-Mobile and school them on their phones. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Jimmy, how do you sync the native calendar app on Note 10 Plus with Outlook? At the add account on settings, I see Exchange, Google, and Samsung account, but no Lookout. I'm trying to think. So when you are logged into Lookout, when you're logged into anything, you should be able to open up your calendar, and it'll go underneath settings, and you choose what you want to sync. So within my settings, I believe I have everything in there. Let me check really fast. This is a live stream, so we're gonna just do it live here. So if we go into calendar, top left, I look at my calendars. Let's see, I see a Samsung account, I see Google's. I'm trying to think if I have Outlook. That is a good question. So I'll probably check that out a little bit later as well. I thought that my Outlook went through, but I I don't use Outlook for anything with calendars, um, but I can check that out. I can see if there's anything that goes on with that. Um, so how does the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 4 compare? Hey, what's up, Tana? So lit. What up, buddy? Hey, hey, man. Thanks for the live chat. Thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate it. By the way, anybody who is not familiar with Tana So Lit, he does live streams all the time. Fun to hang out with him, especially late at night. Just want to just hang out, talk, chat. So go check out his channel. Click his name right there. Click his image and hit that subscribe right there. He's a fun man to hang out with and talk to on live streams. Let's see, if I was to go to upgrade phones. Okay, so the question was before Pixel 3 and Pixel 4. So I have the Pixel 3a, and I'd have to say that some of the user experience for me wasn't really quite there. It's very small things. So first off, the Pixel 3a was a smaller phone for me. If I had the Pixel 3 XL or Pixel 3, it would have been a little bit better. But I love the fact that this one is IP68. This one has wireless charging. You can go anywhere on the screen, just like a Samsung device. So basically, you can go anywhere on the screen and you can swipe up to get into your application tray. On the Pixel 3a, at least, you have to go from the very bottom and slowly move up, which that was my Samsung Pay. But you have to slowly move up to open up the application tray. So now you can do it anywhere on the screen, which is super cool, just like the Samsung. Also, if you swipe down, you'd be able to pull in your notifications panel. So I'd have to say that the user experience on Android 10 on the Google Pixel 4 XL is way better than the Pixel 3. So I would say also with the cameras, Pixel 4 is just a little bit better. Let's see. If I were to upgrade phones in the next 6 months, and what phone would you recommend under $800? So the Pixel 4 is one that you can get either Pixel 4 or Pixel 4 XL, and depending on the size, you can get it at 800 or less. So I would probably say for the $800 price point, Pixel 4 XL or Pixel 4, you will not go wrong with that. So that's probably the one I would suggest. You can go for maybe the S10e. I think that one's 650. I don't know the exact price off my head. I think it's 900 for the S10. So I would say the OnePlus 7T or the OnePlus 7 Pro, because it is around that $600 price point, but the cameras are not great. So if you're only there for playing games and watching YouTube and things like that, you can go for that phone. But if you do anything with pictures, I would say the Pixel 4 for sure. 100%. Yep. Unless if you want to stay in the Samsung family, you can also check out the Galaxy A50. Tech with Brett has that device. I also have another friend, Jeremy, who says it's fantastic. So you can check out the A50 if you would want, and you could be saving a lot of chunk of money. But I'll probably say the Pixel 4. Let's see here. The Microsoft Suite is baked into the new Note 10 series, including Outlook. Yeah, that's correct. So Samsung and Microsoft has a huge collaboration. Because I don't use a lot of Microsoft things like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, email, stuff like that. Everything's kind of Google. I'm not the best, I guess, professional with that. I don't want to give insight to something if I'm not, fully knowing. So yeah, I know that there's a lot that they're doing there. So let's see here. After seeing more and more videos coming out, I think that I'm going to finally hop on the bandwagon and get the the Pixel 4 XL. Might wait for Black Friday sales. Haven't owned a Pixel phone before. So to be honest, I never had a Pixel phone before. I got the Pixel 3a last year, or earlier this year. I can't remember when I got it, but I gave it to my son. It just wasn't fitting for me. So because this phone is, again, IP68, it has amazing cameras. I mean, it's a really nice phone, but if you've been Samsung for so many years, there's a lot of things you will miss. I'm just going to put that there. If you don't use edge panels, then you won't miss it as much. Samsung Pay works everywhere, but I heard Google Pay works at majority of places now. So, and in terms of my membership cards, which is why I use Samsung Pay so much, membership cards, you can just use Keyring. So just download the app called Keyring, and that's where I have all my memberships on there, like IKEA, Planet Fitness, things like that. So let's see, the S10 Plus is 687. Oh, yeah, 687 in euros. Yep. I use Link to Windows all the time. I answer texts from my phone on my laptop after the servers. Yeah. So when it comes down to link to Windows, it's fantastic for doing that. You can have it on your computer. I showed how you can do that before it came out. So if you look in my videos, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see a video talking about link to Windows before the Galaxy Note 10 Plus came out. You can link it up. And I'd have to say that I use, like, when someone sends me a text or a phone call, so I have my tablet right in front of me here. And so now I'm just able to respond back or create texts. So I love the call text continuity between the Samsung phones. So if you were to call me, or if I wanted to call you and I was not around my cell phone, I can do it with my tablet, which is the Galaxy Tab S5e. Yeah, Apple Pay is also getting there. It is a ways to go. Samsung Pay works everywhere. So how safe would say Samsung Pay is? Okay, Samsung Pay is super safe. It is more safe than using your regular credit card and debit card. So when you go out in public, you have your debit card, credit card. It has everything on it. It has your full number. It has your full name. It has your date of expiration. On the back of the card, it has your CC, that special code on the back. When you go and you pay, let's say at Applebee's or Chili's, wherever you go, you're handing your card off, and they take it in the back. All your information is there. And also, anytime that there is fraud and people break into the systems with, let's say you go into Target, what was it, like 4 years ago? If you use your debit or credit card, it got hit. Samsung Pay does not allow that at all. It actually uses tokenization, which means that it changes its number every like 5 transactions or something like that. So let's say that I go in and I make a payment with my Samsung Pay on their key reader information where you swipe your card. The information they got is with a card that was already used. So think of it as every single time you make a payment with Samsung Pay, think of it like it was a preloaded card for that exact amount. So if you paid $97.12, that means that you just had a card with a balance of $97.12. You made the payment. There's nothing left on that card. That's what Samsung Pay does. That is why I love Samsung Pay, is that it is super safe. And it uses, again, it shows a completely different number than what your card is. So even if I show you Samsung Pay on my phone, it shows you the last 4. It's technically a different number. So someone says that their iPhone is their main phone. I saw a video that could be called in Messenger. Samsung is probably not being done. Okay, so I don't know what. So Joseph, I'm sorry, I don't understand the comment. I saw a video that could be called and Messenger. I have a Samsung S4 and I could not be the tablet. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. But anywho, so it's about 3:34 my time. And so I do have to leave, pick up the little kiddo from school. So I hope that you guys kind of like this live stream. Is really mostly just a test to test out the quality of the Google Pixel 4 XL. I opened up the YouTube application, I hit live stream, input my information, and then we went. So hopefully you guys like the quality, the sound, the video, everything. I do have to leave. I'm glad that you guys were able to stick around and answer questions and ask questions about the Pixel 4 and Samsung stuff. There'll be more live streams coming soon. I do want to do more of this. Stay tuned to a video, hopefully Friday, with Tech with Brett and I just talking about our usage with the Pixel 4 XL for a week. Hopefully with him and I just kind of bantering back and forth, we can pick up on stuff that you wouldn't normally get when we shoot regular videos and we're on the whole time. So other than that, I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, hit that thumbs up. Hit on subscribe, the very bottom left-hand side, which is not going to show up right now, but it usually does. I just end my videos that way. Other than that, I'll see you guys. Have a good day, and hopefully I'll have another video up tomorrow. All right, let's close out.